What food to eat in Canada? I don't really know much about Canadian food. I know that Canada's big on maple syrup, but other than that, I don't really know any other foods that Canadians like to eat. So really looking forward to getting into this video. Before we do, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's check out some Canadian food.
Hey there, fellow hungry travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're here in Toronto, and today we're going to talk about what you should eat and enjoy when you come here to Canada. And I'll be honest with you, there's so many great, tasty treats in this place that
I'm seeing like potato, like fries, maybe egg and then meat.
That I might get a bit excited and a bit hungry and a bit drooly talking about all the great things that are here. Okay, so let's.
Yo, that looks good, bro. The burger looks like it's got lettuce wings, mate, and those fries look so good.
Get started, and I think the first thing we have to talk about is really, it's what everyone thinks about when they think of Canadian food, and you think of maple syrup. I mean, there's a maple leaf on the flag. I mean, the Toronto Maple Leafs is the hockey team here in Toronto. I mean, maple syrup is a thing, and it's not just the fantastic maple syrup that you put on your pancakes when you come here for a great breakfast.
It is good.
Oh, no. It's used as a sweetener. You might have it in mince. You might have it in maple syrup suckers. I mean, there's so much maple syrup flavored in things. It's kind of...
Yeah, yo, this looked amazing. I don't know what the piece of green stuff is. Hey, get off the plate. I'm having bacon, pancakes, and maple syrup. You put some green leaves on it. What is that?
Kind of crazy, but you're gonna have it in so many different ways. But honestly, for me,
wait, this pizza has maple syrup on? Is it good?
If you're at your hotel or you go out for breakfast, just get a big stack of pancakes and just douse in that maple syrup here, and you can't go wrong. That's one thing you have to have when you're here. Also, makes a nice souvenir to take back, but make sure you get a container that will survive the train back or the flight back to where you live. Otherwise, it might be a messy suitcase, okay? The second thing you have to have when you come to Canada is poutine. And poutine...
Oh, that's what it is, poutine. I've seen poutine before. So, like fries, and then you just put a load of stuff up. We don't do it in the UK. I don't know if you Canadians know much about the UK with the food scene, but the whole world knows. The UK isn't great when it comes to the food scene, from what I've been told and what I've seen. We don't have poutine.
It's a Quebec classic that now is all over the country.
Okay.
And
what kind of meat is that?
It's French fries sprinkled with cheese curds.
Oh, that's cheese curds, not egg.
Then they pour gravy on top of it. It's a mess, but it's a wonderful, happy, delicious mess that you're going to have here with your friends as a meal, with a beer or two, whatever, you're going to have it. Okay. And the thing is, you might get other things with it. You might get smoked meat on it, or bacon on it, or I've seen people put like fried chicken stuff on top of it, but poutine, just the...
Hey, you guys got to tell me what poutine toppings you guys be having.
Base one of the fries, cheese curds, and gravy is a must-have when you're here. Now, I mentioned putting smoked meat on top of your poutine, but just in general, getting smoked meat when you're here is wonderful.
Hey, that's a lot of meat. I think if you gave this to a Brit, they would have a heart attack. I've never seen so much meat. I know America loved like shoving loads of meat in between their buns as well. See, when I first seen something like this, I was like, is this even good, or is it like too meaty? But apparently it's really good. Especially
I was in Montreal and you had a lot of smoked meat sandwiches, which is just basically, if you like brisket, like slow cooked,
I bet that's
just
nice.
Melt away, smoked, brisket. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm getting so hungry just thinking.
I'm probably thinking it's too much meat because I'm used to UK meat, right? Whereas I bet that meat is just right.
About it, just having a smoked meat sandwich, just bread, smoked meat, mustard is going to be a fantastic thing when you're here. But yes, that smoked meat might show up on top of poutine, or as as a main or something like that. You're gonna love it, so try to get that when you're here. And the thing is, when you go around Canada, it's not like there's one cuisine everywhere. Yes, poutine is all over because it's amazing and wonderful, but in different parts of Canada, you're going to get different kind of things. And
of course,
and one thing that you actually might get back home, you might hear about, are PEI mussels.
What are they?
Mussels from Prince Edward Island are fantastic, and if you can get those steamed mussels, get them as a starter or as a main, it's well worth it. And the thing is, Canada is huge, and you have coasts on both sides.
See, I don't know about mussels. I don't know too much about mussels. I hear people eating mussels in other countries and stuff. It's definitely not a big thing in the UK. Whose mussels is it we're eating? Is it fit? Is some sort? I don't know. See, I don't know much about mussels.
As in lakes all over. So actually seafood and fish and everything is very popular here. So if you're looking for fish, salmon, you can never go wrong with salmon when you're here. It's fantastic. Halibut is wonderful. If you want something different, go for some trout when you're here. So the fish that's here is
See, the only fish that's like kind of popular in the UK is cod and haddock.
Always going to be a good healthy option when you do come.
Tuna
Because then I want to talk about a lot of like heavy food here in Canada. They actually have a lot of really healthy options.
Salmon as
a lot
well,
of vegetarian options, such as vegan options, and not just, I mean, I know fish isn't vegetarian and vegan, but there's a lot of opportunity here to eat in many different ways. But let's stick with the seafood for right now. Some other things you might want to have. Another regional thing, if you're up in Nova Scotia, get in the lobster rolls up there.
See, UK, we don't really have too many lobsters. You might be able to get it from somewhere, right? But I've not really seen lobster on the menu of any place, so.
Or if you head over to the West Coast, getting the oysters when you're by Vancouver. I mean, there's just seafood after seafood.
Yeah, see, I'm quite picky when it comes to seafood. I really am. So, like, I like battered seafood, but yeah, oysters, isn't that the one where you sip it out? No, don't look too appetizing to me.
Food after seafood after seafood that you're gonna love. And one of the easiest ways to enjoy it is if you see any kind of seafood chowder when you are at a restaurant for a starter. That's going to be a nice way to start things off. And one thing you have to realize is no matter where you go in Canada, Canada is a country of immigration. And so you have people from all over the world that came here to Canada and they brought their cuisines. And so you could have fantastic food from all over the world when you're visiting. Especially if you're going to big cities like here in Toronto or Montreal or Vancouver. You get these cuisines. I mean, here in Toronto, you got fantastic Korean food, fantastic Chinese food. I mean,
I love Korea. Oh, no, not Korean. I thought you said Caribbean. I like Caribbean food. I've never had Korean food.
Just amazing stuff. And when you go around the country, don't be scared to experiment with cuisines you haven't tried before. Never had Afghani food? You can have that here. Not sure what Portuguese cuisine is? Oh my goodness, I had Portuguese food in Montreal that I really thought I was back in Lisbon. I mean, they have that here. So go and explore and try out international cuisines when you're here, because people from all over that have come here to Canada brought their food. Not just the food, but the spices and the ways to eat it as well.
Wait. I'm British, mate. What are spices?
Now, if you want to move back to some more traditional Canadian kind of things, one thing you have to realize is beef is a thing here in Canada. I mean, Cowtown is Calgary, okay? And you don't get called Cowtown without having a lot of cows. You'd have a lot of beef here. So steakhouses, getting a good steak here in Canada is not a problem. Another beef thing that you'll see a lot is actually burgers, which is a kind of a go-to thing when you're going to go out with your buddies, have some burgers and fries. I mean, I know it sounds like, oh, well, that doesn't seem very fancy, but no, here they do the burgers up right in Canada. And we're not talking like McDonald's burgers. We're talking like thick, rich, amazing burgers with tons of cheese and just...
See, if you guys know me, I'm a McDonald's addict. So I feel really offended right now. But it does look good.
Happiness, happiness, happiness. And the thing is you might get a bacon burger, and I think I need to talk about the whole Canadian bacon thing. It's back bacon here. You'll get that, but you also get normal bacon at breakfast too. So don't think it's only Canadian bacon. That's it. That's back bacon here, okay? Bacon and back bacon, so you'll know the difference, all right?
Hey, as long as the bacon's tasty and crispy, that's all that matters.
Right? And one of the bacons I think you need to have when you do come here is if you're in Toronto, specifically, if you can get a pea-meal bacon sandwich. If you go down to St. Lawrence Market, there'll be tons of places that sell it. And basically what it is, it's just a, it looks like a ham sandwich, but basically when they slice it up, it tastes like if ham and a bratwurst had a baby. That's what the meat tastes like. That was mustard in there, right? That with some mustard on there. Oh my God, it's so good. So one of those things you really want to get when you're here in Toronto is that pea-meal bacon sandwich. Now, if we go to Vancouver, we go out on the West Coast. Oh my goodness, the sushi and sashimi.
Okay, right. I've spoken to a lot of people, and I get it. Loads of people love sushi. I've actually tried sushi before, and I really didn't like it. But some Americans have shown me sushi that they've had. And let me just say, the sushi on that side of the world, not the UK side, looks so much better. I think I would prefer fried sushi.
You get in Vancouver. I mean, we're talking like next level. We're talking crazy good. And the thing is, Vancouver is rather expensive. But the sushi and sashimi that you get there is so good, but so affordable for the price. Right. You probably pay 3 or 4 times the price back home to get sushi of that quality that you get at a local place you just walk up to in Vancouver. So if you're going to be in Vancouver, you're going to be in BC, get your sushi, get your sashimi, and just be happy. you're welcome. Now, if we think about the start of the day, we think of breakfast. What do we have for breakfast here in Canada? Well, there's a lot of different things you can have. There's eggs, there's bacon, there's all those kind of things.
Okay.
But I think if you want to get like a truly like Canadian breakfasty kind of thing, one, obviously pancakes with that fantastic maple syrup. Yes, that's always good. If you get blueberries in it, that's even better, you know, you have that. But I think it's really important that you actually have bagels when you're here. Montreal bagels. They're different than the bagels if you think about New York style.
See, what do you guys put in your bagels though? So I really like, I don't know if you guys have Philadelphia cheese. Do you have Philadelphia cheese? Is some type of like really nice cheese spread. And I will half the bagel and I'll pull it in there. Beautiful.
Smaller,
or bacon
they're a little bit
there.
Sweeter, which really impacts the flavor and the mixtures when you put a different spread on there.
Okay.
So that's something to think about for your breakfast when you're here. You just get the bagels, pancakes, you'll be good to go. Now, another thing you want to have are donuts. Yes, I know it sometimes sounds like a joke that, like, oh, Canada, they get their donuts all the time.
You got good donuts?
But they make really good donuts here. And it's not just going to Tim Hortons to get donuts. It's any donut place you can go is going to...
Oh, yeah, Canada has Tim Hortons. I've never been, but some Tim Hortons are opening up in the UK. I might have to try it. I don't really know what kind of food is served there, though.
Respectable. There's not really bad donuts when you get here. Right. I always like to get my maple dip where just the top's covered in the maple like glaze, kind of not glaze, but like icing. It's so good. And I know I mentioned Tim Hortons, and I know Tim Hortons isn't what it used to be. We all have our weak spots, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to go to something more of a Canadian kind of tradition, I guess you'd put it, is you go to Tim Hortons to get your coffee and get your Timbits, which are a little donut.
Hey, wait. So if I were to try some Tim Hortons, because I know there's one near me. If I were to try, what kind of thing should I order?
Holes, and you can get them individually, so you don't have to buy like 100 of them at a time. You get 5 or 6 and then get a maple dip and you'll be good to go. And the coffee is, acceptable. So there is that. And I bring up Tim Hortons because when you drive around the country, you will see it all over. That's kind of like your go-to coffee shop, sandwich shop, donut shop. So you can get...
Oh, okay, is it? Oh, so it's a coffee donuts. Okay, interesting.
That. And what's cool here in Canada, donuts aren't just for breakfast. You can have it any time of the day. I was walking back from the bars last night.
Of course you
and
can.
there was a Tim Hortons open, and I could have gotten a donut about 10:30 at night. So now, since donuts are kind of sweet, I think that makes a good transition to talk about some of the sweets you should have when you come here to Canada. And one of the things is a beaver tail. And beaver tails... Really, if you think about it, they're originally from Ottawa.
Wait. It's not actually a beaver tail, though, right?
Like, that's a big Ottawa thing. And what it is, it's like a stretched out piece of dough that they deep fry and they put different toppings on top. I go for the classic, the cinnamon sugar on there. But some people put Nutella on there. Some people put chocolate on there, bananas and stuff. I mean, caramel. There's all kinds of things you...
Wait, that actually sounds banging. That sounds really good.
Can have. It's messy, but it's delicious. And now the chain is kind of...
I'm just like imagining like a flat fried donut, so like very crispy flat, so nice texture, and then whatever like Nutella. Oh yeah,
expanded, so it's not just an Ottawa treat now. You get here in Toronto, you can get other places.
What is this building, by the way? It looks really cool. What is this, like some lookout place?
So that's really nice. Another thing I recommend that you can find pretty much all over the country are butter tarts. And what a butter tart is, it's in different sizes. It might be this big, might be this big. But think about a little tiny tart or a little tiny pie, and the inside is this butter, sugary, gooey goodness. Okay. It's fantastic to have.
Sounds
and when you get them, you'll see that sometimes they'll be with raisins and sometimes they'll be with like pecans or nuts on them.
I have tried pecans. Really nice.
Not one, but the raisin ones too, and people debate which one's better. If you're from Canada, please tell us down in the comments below what's better, the raisin or the nut version of the butter tarts.
Yeah, raisins or pecans. You know what? I like both. I do like raisins and I do like pecans, so yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Honestly, St. Lawrence Market, I got both of them, and I had the raisin one, was like, oh my God, this is so good. And then I had the pecan, the one with pecans on top, and I'm like, oh, this is even better. So I guess I'm team nut. So you have that. But butter tarts are definitely something you want to have here as a sweet treat. Another one you'll see, and this is one that became famous, I think, from Vancouver, is the Nanaimo bar. And the Nanaimo bar, it's about this thick. It looks like kind of like a brownie when you see it cut up, but it's not a brownie. What it is the base layer is like chocolate graham cracker. Okay. And then there's like a custard in the middle, and then there's like a hard chocolate ganache on top. So when you bite into it, some of the stuff's kind of squeezed out the side.
That actually sounds really good. That actually sounds banging.
But it is really tasty to grab one, so I recommend that. Okay. Also, my personal favorite sweet treat here in Canada is salmon candy. You don't find it everywhere.
I don't really eat salmon, so I don't know if I want salmon candy. But sure, tell me about it.
Going to the markets in Vancouver and around there.
Is it good?
That's where I've had the best luck finding it. And what it is, it's smoked salmon, and then it's been kind of like left in maple syrup, of course, or to sweeten up. And when you have it, yes, it's really sweet. It sounds like it wouldn't be right, but it's amazing. So make sure.
Wait, smoked salmon wrapped in maple syrup? So, is it good?
You get that if you have a chance to get it. My son Liam wants me to remind you that there are other sweet treats here as well.
Okay.
His favorite were actually cow chips that we got at Anne of Green Gables' house in Green Gables in Prince Edward Island. And all that is just potato chips covered in chocolate. So, hey, how can you go wrong with that? The salt and the sweet, it's wonderful. Now, speaking of potato chips, there's also another kind of snack you might want to try that you might not have back home, and that's ketchup chips. And no, I'm not talking about...
So I seen these in another video, right? I would like to try these. I'm a big chip eater. Wait, do you guys say chips instead of crisps? You do, don't you? I think some of you guys were telling me in the comments you do. But I'm a bit... I'll just say chip to make it easier. I'm a big chip eater. Very big chip eater. So, yeah, I would love to try these.
Taking potato chips and dipping it in ketchup, it's ketchup flavoring on potato chips, which is actually oddly good, which I thought was really weird at first. But I had it like, oh, I see what you have here. It's actually something you should have. They'll sell them at the corner stores, the 7-Elevens, that dip into us. Like, you can get them all over. It's not a problem. I mean, it's so popular. I saw a Doritos version of it, but I wasn't that brave to try it. It's best with just the ketchup chips, ketchup potato chips, okay?
The closest thing that we kind of have to ketchup flavored chips is, what's it called? Ready salt. Nah, that's not ketchup though. Nah, we don't have anything close to it.
And if we start moving on to some other things you might want to have, let's look at the drinking you want to have when you're here. One thing that's great about Canada is whenever you go out to eat, they're going to give you water, okay?
Right.
They'll just give you water, which is nice. The tap water is perfect here in Canada. You can drink it anytime you want. Bring your water bottle and just refill it. You don't have to buy bottled water here because the tap water is fantastic on its own. Cool. So you can be healthy and drink water. But if you don't want to be healthy...
Which is me, even though I'm drinking water right now, I'm being good, but talk to me.
May I suggest the beer in Canada? Because Canadians love their beer, and that great, pure, wonderful water makes great, pure, wonderful beer. And all
from these two, I know you can't base it on two pictures, but these two beers, they look lighter color than ours. The beer in the UK is very, very orange. I know this is quite orange, but this is like yellowy orange. Ours is very orange.
All throughout the country, you have tons of craft breweries you can go to, local beers all over that you can enjoy. Yes, there's macro brews that are great. There's micro brews that are great. There's craft beers that are great.
Right.
So you can really enjoy it. The one thing I will tell you, the beer here in Canada, a lot of times is stronger than it is.
See, ours are more like this, most of them.
Especially if you're looking at US beers. So where you're thinking, oh, I can have 4 or 5 beers, no problem, to go out with my friends, you might be on the floor after 4 or 5 beers.
Oh, do Canadians like to drink then? Why are the beers stronger? Why?
Here, so do be careful with the alcohol here. Now, another thing you might see when you're at the bars or one of the happy hours, the Sunka sets around the country, is it's called a Caesar cocktail. Basically, it's just a Bloody Mary with some clam juice in it. Maybe I've seen people put a chicken wing on the top. I mean, you have that if you're looking for some
chicken wing on the top of a cocktail. A chicken wing. Is that what you just said?
Something that's an over-the-top looking drink when you come here, but it's basically a Bloody Mary with clam juice. It's not like crazy different, but it's something people do have. And when you come here to Canada, one thing you need to realize is when you go out to eat, the service will be very friendly. Okay, but you do need to remember, you actually do tip when you come here to Canada. So
I was just about to ask that. Is Canada similar to America with the tipping culture? So you do have to tip?
If you pay with a credit card, they'll give you an option. It's usually 18%, 20%, or 22%.
Oh, really?
In general, you're going to tip between 15 and 20%. You can choose what to tip.
Because if you guys don't know, in the UK, tipping is, you just don't do it. Like, nobody does it.
But just know that when they give you the card thing back, there's those 3 already ready for you, okay? So be aware of that as well. Also, you might have sales tax as well to add on to the price. So be aware that the price you see on the menu might not be the price you pay when you leave the store. Okay?
That is so trippy. So you go there. Like, what if my mum only gave me $20? Well, I know that I don't rely on my mum no more for money. But let's just say I did. My mum's gave me $20, right? Canadian dollars. I go to the shop. My meal's $19.99. Okay. And then afterwards, when I gotta pay, it's 25 Canadian dollars. What do? Do I run? Do I leg it out the store and hope they don't catch me?
Okay, or you leave, I should say, when you leave the restaurant, all right? So I know I missed a lot of great food when I was on here. We only have so much time we can put in these videos. So if you have other great foods here in Canada that you think...
Cool, though. Very interested in seeing some Canadian food. Let me know what's some of your guys' favorite food, and I might be able to find some videos to check them out. But yeah, great vid. Enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.